So I wanted to produce a little bit of a longer video to present to you guys and gals that um, my deeper interest in other things beyond just football and NASCAR. For all those out there that are Power Ranger fans, as I am as well, I am hopeful for what is to come on Disney Plus, the new Power Rangers series. I am optimistic for the future of the franchise and what's to come with it. I am also very curious about, can these folks on the series on Disney Plus right now, can they dig deep enough into the legacy that is Power Rangers and develop a story that's going to keep us captivated for week to week, hour to hour, every moment. As for most of us, we have spent most of our teen years and earlier watching the most prolific actors and actresses in television history morph to Power Rangers. Those Rangers are etched in our memories, as is Jason David Frank and so many others that left a major imprint on our lives, a positive imprint. And I am hopeful for what that future could look like, but you can't replace the ones who started it all 30 years ago. You can't copy perfection, but what they can do is create a legacy that will fit in with the old legacy. The old legacy is always going to be a part of us. Zordon and the story, the epic story of his journey, not only helping one set of Rangers, but he helped 3 or 4 sets of Rangers. And that's something that only in television history can be replicated once, maybe twice in a lifetime. If they come up with a great mentor character, they might be able to connect the two. But I mean, that's going to be important, is making connections to the original franchise. That's something I think is important in any great television program, is whether it's Power Rangers or it's, like Double Dare. They tried to recreate Double Dare in 2000 and it didn't work. It wasn't the same. It didn't feel like the original genius that those guys in Canada created for Nickelodeon back then. And if you go online on Google and you look up Double Dare's history, the way they came to create it and the journey, certain things can't be replicated. Things that were perfect in its original era and its time cannot be redone and live up to the same level. And that, I think, is something that we all hope and pray and strive to believe, that any show we loved as kids can come back when we're adults and be just as good. And some have. Some programs that we dearly love that are back on today, they're good. But the question I always ask is do they live up to the original legacy? And that's a question we all have to answer. And you can write that in the comments, what you think about that. I'd love to hear your opinion on recreation, reboots, revivals. Do they work? Should we be continuing to push the narrative for it? Or is it working? If it is, it's great, because it's good for Disney Plus, it's good for streaming. But write in the comments a show that you love, that you would love to see rebooted, but also write a show in the comments that you would love to see redistributed in a different form, even though it might be hard to replace the original actors that were so legendary. I would love to get the conversation going with you guys and gals all across this wonderful country we call home. I'd love to get to know all of you. There's so much that we can discuss about Power Ranger history and the history surrounding the more recent series that maybe didn't have the greatest reaction in some minds. Um, in my mind, I thought the last few years have been good, but they haven't lived up to where it started 30 years ago. And I'm telling my age because I was 6 years old when Power Rangers started. And, so I'm 36 now, but even at my age, I'm still blown away by what they can come up with, even with the difference in what they have to work with compared to 30 years ago. Um, so the question I would like to pose to you is, what shows would you love to see rebooted that haven't been yet? And what shows that are currently rebooted that you love, please tell me, because I would love to find some of these great shows and watch them. I am a TV buff. I'm a streaming buff. I love television. I love watching shows with my family. And if there's something you guys love, I want to know it. I want to be invested in what you're invested in. And I appreciate everybody who's came to my channel and have been a part of my launch of this new phase in my world. And it's truly a blessing. And I thank you all for that. And I hope that you all stay with me because we got a lot of adventures to go on together, and I hope you stay with me. And go Hoosiers, go Hendrick Motorsports, and best of luck to every other driver and team and football team out there in the world these days, whether they made the playoffs or not. I'm with y'all because my Colts didn't make it, and it was really hard to watch. So I'm sure there's some Ravens fans that are struggling tonight, and I'm with you. And all the other teams that missed it, I feel for you. I do. And I'll leave you with a quote that I take very seriously to heart, and that is, in a world that we live in, the best thing that you can ever hope for is that God's will be there to guide you in the moment. In that moment. Because in that moment is when you shine. And when you shine, nothing can stand in your way. God bless. Good evening. See you soon. Good night.